Good evening, everyone. My name is Vivek,
Good evening.
and I welcome you all to this project management webinar. Thank you very much for your interest, your trust, and taking out time for this webinar from your busy schedule. I just a little bit about me for the people who may be new. And I'm Vivek Prakash, and I lead PMwares along with my colleague. And have been in industry for almost 30 years now. For last 10 years, we are driving this initiative called PMwares, which is PMwares is in project management, training and consulting areas, where we do open house trainings, corporate trainings, and help corporates to strengthen their project management capacity, capability, and the processes. This is a new initiative which has come, and I will, in this first episode of this webinar, I'm going to introduce you what is the thought process behind this webinar and what we are going to do. I'm going to drive this webinar along with my colleagues, and we will bring a lot of experts also in this. We'll try to do something different than the normal trainings or normal webinars happens, and our focus will be that we can provide you a better experience of project management and help you strengthen project management and other things. Basically, the details are there in the webinar. At any point of time, if you have a question, you can type that question in the chat box. My colleague Kalyan Raman is there, who will be watching the chat box and seeing that you have a question. So don't shy off from asking any question. You can put this into the chat, and at the end we will be having some time for some question answers. But don't hold it. You may be forgetting about the questions. Better you keep it in the chat so that it can be answered. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so as you are seeing that what the title or subtitle you can say is what's in it for me, and that's what I'm going to talk about in this. That's the title basically of this episode. The complete series is a project management webinar. We'll try to make it as long as possible, and so that you all get benefited, and as long as we can keep your interest in this webinar, or as long as you all are interested in holding it. I'm going to focus here with the what's in it for me. That is for all of you, what's in it. So let's focus in like as there is any project, all projects start from why and what and then how. So this is also a project, and therefore you can see that we will start from why this webinar is. We'll look into that what is what here, and then it is and what is how. And then we will execute on these guidelines time to time, as depending upon your feedback. As the feedback we will receive from you, we will fine tune it further. Today is the time of agile. Everywhere this is agile, and agile talks about always a working product. Agile talks about delivering to the customer and getting their feedback. And agile talks about putting that feedback into the practice in the upcoming iterations. So you can say this is an iteration one in that sense. So at every iteration, we will see that it will be useful to you. You will be able to give us feedback. and we will try our best to implement. Not everything can be implemented at the same time, but we will, as Agile says, keep prioritizing the inputs which we are getting, and we keep prioritizing them, and one by one we will implement. And I think with your all of people help, we will keep it better and better, or make it better and better. So let's focus on why this webinar has come up, what is the idea has come up, right? So just a minute, let me just. Okay, so the first thing first, the idea is focusing on the improvement of the overall performance. So if you see, I'm not
Hello,
going to.
Chandrasekhar ji. Hello.
Yeah, keep
Hello.
yourself muted.
Chandrasekhar ji. Hello.
Okay. Okay, so we probably have to getting some learnings, so we'll definitely like implement those learnings here immediately, as fast as possible. Okay, so if running a small webinar and a big webinar, there is always a difference. So we are getting some learning, so we'll implement them. So don't worry about that. We will be having a better episode next time. So the first thing first, a poor execution of the project. If you go on the various details, various research, or the reports which are coming from the all around from the projects, either it is a software project or construction or manufacturing or any other industry, the success rate is not very good. I'm not going to discuss in this particular iteration, you can say, or episode, you can say, much about the details. So that we will discuss about the research in upcoming things, what is happening. But you can see reports, almost every report says that the performance is not so good of the projects. So first thing first, that how we can make it better, the industry where we work, the industry which we service, how we can continuously make this industry better and better. So poor success rate is the top of our mind, and see that how we can make it better. That is the topmost thing in why. If you look at the other things, the second thing which is coming very close to me, because we do this PMP training. So a lot of people who want to do the PMP, who want to clear the PMP exam, want to achieve PMP certification, reach out to me. And a lot of time, the conversation start with me that it's very difficult or something like that. So one of the thing that is driving this, that how we can take this fear away, that it's not difficult as such. So we'll not only talk about it's not difficult, but we will also bring a lot of actual candidate who have taken the exam and pass it, and their experience easily can say that it was not difficult. So let's hear from the horse's mouth then. So probably that would be more effective as such. Poor implementation of best practice, or sometimes we say, generally when we talk about it, you will see that we talk about best practice and common practice, right? Something like best practice and bad practice. So it's not, the common practices are not bad practices, but generally you say there are two types of practices in the industry. One is a common practice, another is the best practice. That means the common practice is not best. Obviously, there are a lot of practical challenges in front of the professionals, and sticking to the best practices all the time and not taking deviation here and there becomes very difficult. And deviation is not very it's not something wrong we should do. We never think about what is happening in the future. So things may not work out as per the plan, and we have to take deviations. So taking deviation, there's nothing wrong, but not coming back onto the track is something which is not right. So once you take the deviation and not coming back and going with the deviation, that's not good. And that's what happens over a period of time. If you are not cleaning your house, the dust is automatically get accumulated, right? This is a natural process. So if you're not continuously trying to keep your practices best, they will start getting diluted and they become bad if we are continuously not doing them best. Now, there are only two things, either best practices or common practices, or common practices have a lot of deviations. We need to see that how we can go back to the best practices all the time. So will be an effort where we will keep like bringing the best practices and also help you how you can easily implement and keep going towards the best practices. Another thing, a lot of people, like I said, come with the fear that PMP exam is very difficult, how we can do this. Once they pass the exam, the second thing, somebody calling me telling only 1 month is left. What should I do? To renew my PDUs, or what I do, how to earn these PDUs. Though there are a lot of guidelines, but people are so busy, they don't know, or they don't focus, or they don't really go through the guidelines how to earn PDU, or they don't have time to do those activities which are required to earn PDUs. So this webinar will also focus on that side, that this is also an issue. So issues which we are seeing around, and we are open. These are not the only things actually, right? We are talking about supporting to the project managers. Supporting to the project management, you can say we are not particularly about the project manager, from project lead to the CEO who is doing the project management. We are here to help. And so we also want the people who are facing any day-to-day challenges, how their challenges can be tackled. So we will try to bring those factors also here, because these are the things which are actually what is based on my and my colleagues' interaction with the industry, right? And things are not, they are very broad. Why this webinar actually we felt the need of, but we are open to hear from you. So if you are seeing that something is not getting covered here, but it's very important and we should cover here, please, send out an email to us. Give us, we will give you some contacts where you can submit your questions, your feedback, your understanding, and which will help us to make it even better as such. Right? Now let's look at it, what and who for whom this is made for. So first, a lot of, as we said, a lot of projects are not successful. One of the reason is that not many projects managers are trained project managers. People naturally move to the project management because they are very good in technical. And I think we have covered in some of the webinars earlier, we have done that being technical and being managerial, there is a different perspective and different attitude is required. So many people who are good technical, because all project managers are generally were engineers or doing some engineering job, some technical work, and because they were doing very good job, the organization has promoted them to the project manager. They can manage, but management has a different aspects. And therefore, the people who are flourishing in technical, they face several challenges. It is very similar to something like that. You see the Virat Kohli is an excellent person. You see the Sachin Tendulkar, an excellent person. But when a captaincy given to them, they find it difficult. They say they have a choice. They can say, boss, I cannot do this. Let somebody else do it. While on the other side, Dhoni is there. We have Sharma ji there. who are enjoying the captaincy, and they are making the team successful and continuously growing. So it is something, but many times there are choices, but many times there are no choices. So when there are no choices, or sometimes you want to do, but skills are not there, can be developed actually. So we are here to help out that where like these people can join this webinar. We will be covering many things where we will be talking about trying to groom your skills. So the people who do not have a very like not trained, they can join and can benefit it, because we're going to cover those subjects which will help the buddy project managers or new entrant in the project management to uh, learn concepts of project. Second thing, PMP aspirants. As usual, a lot of people are looking for, because it's a very coveted certification. When you have it, your market value improves. A lot of people demands improve. So many people look for it, but again, people find it maybe difficult. Sometimes circumstances are not like that, right? Sometimes you think it is too difficult, because 10 people have told you this is very difficult. So because 10 people have told you what's very difficult, so if something is told multiple times, we start thinking it is right. So this could be one. Experience, with a lot of experience, 15-20 years of experience, but it's still when it we have still not getting confidence. Why? Because I have left education or left studying 20 years ago. After that, I never studied. So now how to study and how to get it done? Very big issues. So people who are in this situation can join this. Very senior fellows don't have at all any time. You said, time in English, what should we do? So if time is not, you are not getting time, then probably spend 1 hour a week here. So keep going, will keep you going actually as such, right? You are trained, you are good, you are going to it, but looks a little trigger, little help, a little push, right? You are just on the corner of the river. If somebody just take your finger and you will move yourself. So even those people who are just on the verge of passing but not passing can also join this. Now, this is a important thing. I have met many, and you probably be knowing that my project manager is now PMP certified, but I don't see any difference. Who is telling this? The boss of the project manager, right? Boss, the boss of the boss is saying he has become PMP certified, but there is no difference on the ground. He is still managing the project same way. Now, learning is one thing. You have studied the book, you have done this, you have passed the exam, and fine. This is all theory. People say it is all theory, it is not practice. Though I see it, the PMP exam is quite near to the practice. If you think that it is a practice, when you think it is beyond practice, then you will not practice. Simple. So this is the complaint of many senior managers. So we'll see that how implementation can occur, right? What you have learned during this your up and down journey of learning, because when it comes to implementation, there are several practical challenges. As I said in the beginning, there are practical challenges actually. The practical challenges, it's not a cakewalk. Sometimes we are clueless how to implement it. It's not matching with the organization's guidelines, organization practices, organization templates, or simple thing. I am working in an organization, there is no method actually. All methods are missing. So how to implement do a systematic when there is nothing systematic happening, right? So this will be a challenge, and people, what the organization understand, what the manager under senior manager, you have done the PMP. Now you should bring some betterment to the organization, and you are clueless at how to do it. So we will talk about those things also. So if you are in such a situation, do come in this webinar. We're going to talk about these easy practices also, how you can improve your like no or poor or whatever it is, how to keep adding a small addition into your practices, right? And you can make a difference in your workplace. So will be recognized for bringing change at the workplace. So become a change agent instead of listening that there is no impact, right? Now, third thing. Well, this is the fourth thing. People who want to improve their prospects. Now, this is on the top of everybody actually. How I can improve my prospects in the industry. Many people prospect means a new job. Many times, or for most of the people, better prospect means a better job, but not necessary. Yeah, you can have better prospect in your own company. Sold yourself to the customer. Now, this is an important line. Look at it. You attain an skill. Now, it is also your responsibility to get it respected. It's not other people responsibility. So if I have attained some skills, it is my responsibility to get it respected. I can't leave it for other people. If I'm skillful, I should be able to sell it to the other people. People should be ready to pay for my skill, right? So the customer, organization, everybody should value you more. It is yours and my responsibility to do that. I give you a simple example. I saw a very good musician was playing on the road, and very good actually. He was the crew member of very renowned uh, music house, maybe something like of Lakshmikant Pyarelal or something like that, maybe Kalyanji Anand, something like that. He was the crew member of that, and he was playing the singing and playing on the road and earning his livelihood. A reporter meet him and ask him that you have such a talent, how you are just like kind of begging on the road. And then he told that he was the crew member, or one of the very good crew member of that music house, and but today he is reduced to that in that level. And he says apna apna bhagya hai. But I somehow disagree with it. This is not apna apna bhagya. I have attained a skill, and it is my responsibility to get it respected, to get it paid. So let's take the ownership and get it done, right? So for this also, how we can sell our skills, how we can make it more respectful, that is also our, we will discuss about such things also. So if you would like to do that, or everybody should do it, in my opinion, let's discuss it here. If you have a higher skill, if you are gaining project management skills, if you are a better project manager, it should be the reason for your company to make higher profits, make more money, make more revenues, bring more customers. The best sale in the anywhere you go, the best sale is the repeat sale. A fresh customer is always skeptical. A repeat customer is not skeptical. There is no better sale than repeat sale. and repeat sale 90% depend upon project manager and 10% depend upon sales manager. So make higher revenue, make more profit, and the company, if you do it, then company will value you definitely, right? There is no need. That's what the performance is all about. So that's what we are also going to discuss here. So if you think that you are getting, so it's a win-win situation, right? I win, my company also win, right? Something like that. It's not only I win. So I win and my company win, then it is the growth part, growth path, right? Then we are growing. Company is growing, I will also grow, but I should be the reason for company to grow. So I'm one of the person who is making the company grow, right? So this is also in your thing that we will discuss these things also. So let's the people who are want to do this, that is also be more convincing to the prospective employer. So I'm going to, this is what you're on your in the heart, the people looking for a better job, better prospects. बहुत हो गया यहाँ पर, let's do something better somewhere. So we are also going to discuss that how we can make it more convincing to the employer. So the people who are going to do this webinar is for them. So and definitely get paid better. That's what we are discussing. So if you are looking for get paid better, I think we're going to discuss about that also. So do come and join this webinar. Over a period of time, I think we're going to address these things. Don't be in a hurry. Not everything going to be covered in the first, second, third, fourth. It's a long series. It is going to be take time. Let's go step by step. Let's go one thing at a time. Every episode is a kind of iteration. We will learn few things and learn every time and improve. It will be a kind of continuous improvement, right? It is a continuous improvement cycle. So one by one. Now, what is there in the webinar now? So how these people, why, and the how it will address the need of the people, right? So we will talk about project management concepts. It's a project management webinar, natural. But we'll not only talk about project management concepts, we will talk about complex subject concepts. And idea is to simplify them. We will simplify. We will orient people who are looking for PMP certification. We will orient those people here. Will guide the people, mentor the people who are, if there are substantial number of people who are looking for, we can make a separate group. That's all part of the later thought, how things turn out to be. So we'll take this kind of thing also. If there are considerable number of people looking for, we can have a separate group for them too. And anybody who would like to do this can join it. We will also discuss about the questions. So we'll not only understand the concepts, we'll also look about how we get better in responding to the questions in the exam. This is also very good. So people actually looking for who are PMP aspirant, they look for that what is the feedback from, or what the person who has just cleared the PMP exam, opinion of that person, what he thinks. And I tell you, every now and then, after certain days and weeks, some person passes. He generally people do not have a very good writing skills or speaking skills or something like that. So they put 4 lines and tell the people that okay, this is what they think. So, and they are a little shy. Many people are just shy, and people were said just ignore that, how much their 2 words are going to help the PMP aspirants. They just ignore it actually. So what we are going to do, we are going to bring those people who have passed the exam and will bring their experience to you. So you listen to them, you understand what they have done, how they prepare, how they actually get mastery in this, how they cleared the exam, whether they found tough or easy, which kind of people are finding it tough, which kind of people are finding it easy. this, though we will bring those people's experience also to you. Very simple. You have attended this. If you are a PMP certified, you have got one PDF, right? So it's so easy, but we can give, or if you can't do anything, just keep joining this program. Your PDU's requirement will be done. Okay, there is no need to go anywhere. It is as simple. We will help you out how to maintain the PMP certifications, right? And what more? We will bring case studies, right? We'll take some case study. We'll see that you get involved in the case studies. You respond to them. We will bring industry researches. As I said, started that many reports in the industry says that the success rate of the project is not good actually. So what these research are, many research says that PMP certified person get that much of salary. Many people says that what is the construct or which industry is doing well in the project management, which industry is not doing well. What are the lacunas? What are the issues? What better can be done? There are a lot of research keep happening. We will bring those research. Many of you may be not having any time to look over this research or read those lengthy research. Right? We'll summarize them, bring them here. We cannot discuss these things even in the PMP training or any other project management training we do. We can't bring those kind of research there. We can bring only the results. But the kind of analysis people have done, we will bring those things also so that you are better aware and better knowing what is how the industry is going, where the industry is going. We'll try to bring some kind of demonstrations. We'll see that, practically understand how it happens. Right? Many times I understood, but actually I don't know how does it really mean. So when you do it, then it comes to that, okay, this is what really mean, or it is more complex than actually you were thinking of. What changes are happening in this industry? I call project management industry altogether. So I don't call that it is a construction project management. It is a IT project management. It is a manufacturing, engineering project management, or pharma project management. This I say project management itself is an industry and applied in all other industries. So we are going to talk about what changes are happening in the project management. Probably they may be influencing almost all the industries. And we look across the industry, what is happening, right? New development. What new development is happening? What are the opportunities? Where the opportunities are? Where we are going? What people can learn new? What are the new things which you can do? So many more things. And as I said, don't expect everything going to happen in 1 day or 2 days. It is a continuous learning. It is a continuous improvement cycle. The most important thing, right? The most important, the answer to your questions. You may be having a lot of questions. Maybe you are in practicing. There you are getting a question. You are seeing there is a best practice. I don't think it is a practical practice. Somebody is saying implement it, you say it's not practical to implement it, right? Best practices are generally seems to be ideal and are not fit for the common scenarios. But you know, best practice, by definition, it says it is a best practice. It means there are several times it has been practiced and it has given consistent result. Then only it is called best practice. By definition, which practice you will call best practice? The practice which consistently give good results. So many times when we say best practice is not practical, this is ironical. But yes, it is challenging to implement it. It is challenging to implement it. So there will be several questions related to practicing, related to conflicts in the workplace, related to leading the team, leading to the people, like handling the team, handling the stakeholder, which are the most difficult part of the project management or any management as such, right? Examination, scheduling, implementation, almost all side. If you are actively implementing, you bound to have challenges. And if you are not having challenges, then probably you are doing a very simple job. It will not allow you to grow. So let's take up some challenge and take and ask those questions in the forum, in the places where you can get better. And then that is what the path of growth. So you have a question, you will try to bring that answer. We don't guarantee that we will answer your all the questions, but we will tell you that if we cannot answer, we will find the answer for you. We will try our best, right? We are not like maybe knowing everything, but we will try to bring as best as possible. We'll try to answer as much as possible, right? So this is something which like the on the agenda of this webinar. And let's look at this. A lot of questions people have, as I am saying, and very weird questions have. Can I build a career in project management? Yes, of course. But many people have a question this. People are not never part of the project management. They are technical for like 5 years, 10 years. They are saying, should I move to project management or not? Question. After 20 years also. You are 20 years technical person and says, should I go to management or not? What's the question? Today I am standing on a two-way. Which way to go? I don't know. Even I am not seeing my path clearly. Do I have skills to succeed as a project manager? I'm a pure technical person. Can I move to project management? All are very related questions, right? Can I pass PMP exam in my first attempt? The topmost question. Okay, I've degraded it, but it's the topmost question. My organization want me to get PMP certified to be eligible for promotion. Condition. If you do not pass, if you don't have this, don't think of any promotion. Can I do this before March end, right? He come in the first March. Can I complete this in the before March end? Don't think it is rarely happening. It's quite often happening actually. When we are thirsty, then we start digging the well actually. Let's get some water. Okay. So all these questions are there. We are not saying we will make you to like pass the exam in less than 1 month or something like that, but we will try to bring some guidance on that side, right? Is this right expectation, not right expectation, what we should do, what we should not do, something like that. Can you help me passing PMP exam without study? Oh, that's a wonderful question. I don't know what to do, but that is also a question. Okay. I'm not sure that the question is one of you have, but there are the people have this kind of questions also. Only 1 month is left in my PMP certification expiry. I don't have any PDUs. What should I do? Right? This is also a question which quite often comes. My organization's processes are quite different from PMP. This was what I was telling you. My project manager has become PMP certified, but he's doing nothing. He's just managing the same way. Right? There is no difference. So, but if you go to talk to the project manager, he says, like they are so different. I don't know how to bring them here. From where to start altogether. Right? So these are also questions in place. I'm stuck in my career. What do I do? And that could be part of any career line. So project manager also. I have no experience in project management. My friend suggests that PMP is a good demand. So if you do the PMP, you will get a job. Some magic is happening, right? You don't have any idea about the project management, but if you read the book, to become PMP certified, you will get a project manager's job. Can I make it happening? Probably I'm not talking about whether I can make it or not. It depends upon what you are. But we can give a guidance, actually. We can help them out to have the true expectation from themselves and go to the right direction, basically. Right? So these are the questions. These are some of the questions which we will answering this. Now, at the end, I will just give you a little overview of the PMP exam, because this is something which is quite common, and it also helps to grow in project management. It also helps to get to know with the best practices, and it also helps to build confidence. It also helps to tell 100 people who don't know you that you know something, at least this much. So that's a good presentation. This is a good label to flaunt. So let's look at it. Some people who have this question, probably it's something that they address. It is a very simple thing. It has a 180 questions to be answered in 3 hour 50 minutes. Okay, 230 minutes. Well, out of 180, the 5 questions are pre-test. That means you mark them right or wrong. It doesn't make any difference. Okay, and then 2 breaks are allowed in this. There are 3 sections in this. All sections are same. 3 sections are divided by 60 questions, 60 questions and 60 questions. After submitting 60 questions, you have an option to go over a break. It is your choice. You can take a break or you can continue with the next section. But you have to submit the 60 questions. Okay, once you submit, you can take a break or you can continue with the next section. Okay, so that is a simple exam. What exam is all about, and what is there in the exam? Exam talks about 3 sides. So this is a talent triangle. So PMI has a talent triangle. PMI says a project manager need 3 kinds of skills. One is the power skills, the way of working, that is the technical process understanding. Power skills like leadership, people skills, and business acumen is the business understanding of the project side. So, and the questions which are come onto the exam is 50% from the process side, 42% from the people side, and 8% from the business side. Business understanding of the project means how this project will benefit the organization or the customer, or in a little bit about how it will help you also, correct? It's a business aspect. See, I normally say the person should build his career like in business. There is no owner. It's a proprietary business. You cannot take it a private limited or public limited. It is a proprietary business of building your career. So, and thinking about how your career will get benefit is also a business acumen. Now look at this. There is an eligibility criteria. One eligibility criteria is you should have a 35 hours of formal project management training. That is the one criteria. Second criteria is if you are a CAPM certified, then you are exempted from this 35 hours of project management training. Second criteria is experience. So one is education, second is experience. In experience, if you are a graduate, then you should have a graduate degree plus 36, that is 3 years of project management experience. And if you are undergraduate, then you should have that minimum high school and 5 years of project management experience. Okay, then you are eligible to give this exam. You become project management, you become experience and then do education and then apply. No, it's the reverse way actually. You should get education in project management, you should get trained in the project management, gain the experience, and then go for the certificate. That is the right method. But what happened? A lot of people are already experienced. What they are lacking? Only the formal education. So they go take the training and give the exam. So people think I have to get the experience first, then the training, and then go for the exam. While it should happen other way around. First the training, then the experience, and then the exam. Actually, this is the right way. Right? But whatever way is convenient to you, you can go with that way. This is the overall process. I'm not going to discuss the overall process. We'll discuss in some time. But it says you can submit an application. I will just quickly tell you is submit an application. It get approved. Once your application is approved, you have to give the exam within 1 year from that approval date. So what the next? You have to pay the fee. then schedule your exam. Exam does not happen on that day. You have to schedule the exam. You have to book a slot. So pay the fee, book a slot to the nearest exam center, or you can give the exam from your home. That is the online exam, proctor based online exam. On that day, prepare for it. On that day, give the exam. You pass the exam, you become PMP certified. From that moment, as you pass the exam, from that moment, you become PMP certified. PMP certification is valid for 3 years. Every 3 years, you have to renew it. For renewal, you have to earn some PDUs. Okay, we'll talk about PDUs. So earn some PDUs. Once you get those PDUs, you can go for recertification. So need not to give exam again. That is how, and then 3 year cycle keep going on, right? I got certified in 2004, and so almost 20 years now I am the PMP certified judge. My colleague Kalyan Raman is also like on the maybe 2003 or 2004, something like that. This is the fee structure of the exam. If you are in India, the INR applies to you. If you are not in India or outside of you are not in India and not in African region, then US dollar applies to you. By and large, there are some other also, but for our context, this is good enough, right? This is the total fee, the membership fee plus the exam fee. So if you take a membership, otherwise it is 45,000. If you take a membership fee and then then they give the exam, then it is 33,198. So almost 12,000 savings if you become it. Yes, if you become it like outside India or Africa, the fee is $545 for membership and the exam. And if you are pmwares customer, then you get some discount when we give the vouchers for this purpose. Right? I will just tell you how, if you are a PMP certified or going to PMP certified, how you're going to retain the certification. How you retain the certification? This is on the PDUs. Do some activities to earn PDUs. Once you earn the PDUs, report these PDUs on the PMI website, and then once you are done with the 60 PDUs, what is the requirement, then you can pay the fee and renew your certification. That keep going on every 3 years. Okay, you have this thing, so you can get the PDUs from the education or from giving back to the profession. So this webinar will kind of fulfill your all these requirements. So it will give you PDUs on way of working, power skills, business acumen, all three. Different webinars will be focusing on different points, and therefore getting PDUs on different aspects. Okay, and this will fulfill your all requirements by and large. And if you are okay to speak, you want to share some of success story, you want to have some expertise in project management, you want to become an speaker here, you are most welcome. Let us know that what you want to present. We'll go through a little orientation process, and then you can do it. In that case, you will get the PDUs for the webinar as well as get the PDUs for preparation for the webinar. But only when you are on that side where I am staying, right? So you will get the PDU, more PDUs if you present things. Otherwise, you can be volunteer. You can present anywhere, not necessarily only this webinar. Anywhere you contribute to the profession, you earn some PDUs. But that is limited to 25. On the left-hand side, education is not limited. You can take all 60 PDUs from education. So this was talking about the same thing, education by attending courses, webinars, seminars, e-learning courses, education, self-study also covers in this. Every 1 hour equivalent to 1 PD. Right? Similarly, giving back to the writing articles, presenting webinar, presenting seminar, being a panel, all this will also give you some PDUs. Now, let's come back to what's in it for me. So what we are going to do, we'll understand the complex project management concepts in simple terms with examples and case studies. We'll prepare to pass the exam in the first attempt, right? We're not talking about the second attempt, it was the first attempt. On PDUs to retain the PMP certification. PMP successes, you will listen to the PMP success story, discuss with, you can ask question with them, you can get some guidance. Get help in applying the principles in practice. Opportunity to share your success and failure stories. So if you have some failure stories, if you have some success story, come over here and share with the rest of the world, right? You will get career guidance here. And yes, for very basic thing, a lot of people say, will you help me in filling up the PMP application? Yes, of course, you don't need as such any help, but just if you, in case you need any help in applying for that, we will also give, I will call it a trivia. So we will help on trivia also, no issues with that, right? So let's for a good time you are listening to me. So let's get into some kind of question. Let's attempt this question. Okay, read this question and let's attempt this question. Read this question for a moment, and then I will raise a poll, launch a poll. You answer in the poll. There is no need to answer in the chat. Okay. So here is the poll. You can read the question and can answer.
We would encourage more participation. 31, only 60% people have responded.
Look forward for more people to answer. I will keep it another 30 seconds and then we'll close it. So please do answer in next 30 seconds. Oh, last 10 seconds. Yes, 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 yes. I'm going to end this, right? Do it. Okay, I'm ending it. So almost 78% response, which is a good response actually. I love if everybody would have responded, but 78% is also very good response, and this is the result. Are you seeing the results? Is the results visible?
It is showing only on that question itself, the numbers 15, 2 and
Should I stop the presentation?
No, it is
Sorry.
visible.
It's visible, right? You can
Right,
see
yeah.
how many, what percentage of vote is there.
Yeah, completely.
So 50, almost 50, half are C, and then the D, and then the A, and then the B. Okay, so let me stop sharing, and majority of the people have given the right answer. So congratulations, good. So that's great going. Thank you very much. And then let's go and let's have some question answers. Let me look at this in the chat if there are any questions.
not yet.
There are some questions marked directly to me. Let me look at it. Are we going to get recording of this webinar? Yes. As my baby is become cranky, I may not be able to attend this webinar till end. Good. No issues. I think the child crying is an emergency actually. So we should do the crisis management instead of project management. No, they are two different things. Either you do project management or crisis management. So child crying, it is a crisis management. Okay, good. Second is, sir, will there be any PDUs for PMP certification holder after this webinar? Yes, you will get one PDU out of this webinar. Or from every webinar, you will get one PDUs. Can a session be made available on servant leadership? Indeed, this is very much part of the game. So definitely you expect it, but don't expect it next 1 or 2 or 3, it will come up. And we will, even if it is not dedicated for servant leadership, there is a quite possibility related to some other subject, these matters will be there discussed in the webinars, that what servant leadership, any related subject will come, then we will discuss them. Yes, indeed, it will be. Okay, another one. I am in IT security, okay. And will the PMP help me in expanding my career in project management? We will take up these questions in some similar to question in one of the webinar, then where we answer that, where it will help, where it will not help. Okay. There is no as such black and white answer. Many things depend upon it. Largely it depends what you want to do in future, not what you have done so far. So will the PMP help? This largely depend upon what is your intention in future, not what we have done so far. It's important, but it's not that important as the future outlook. So we will take up such questions in one of the webinar, and we'll keep informing you. We have to add PDUs manually or automatically it will be added. So far, as of now, you have to claim it. You will get an email that you have attended this webinar, based on that will be your support for claiming a PDU. So right now you have to claim it, but we are looking for that if we can automate this. Okay, agile and agile related case studies in future webinars will be helpful. Yes, it will indeed be there. Please share your email ID. Yes, we will share one email ID where you can send an email and we will analyze those emails. Definitely. Can you arrange the agile project management approach discussion for mechanical projects? Yes, we will bring this up. Yeah. So what we will do, I think this is a good question. We will capture this. We will give you a email ID or a forum place where you can submit such questions. And these questions will be very helpful to bring, to make this these webinars shaping and addressing most of your needs actually. And that is the real purpose, that it should serve your purpose. So this is a very good question. We will try to bring that the agile project for the mechanical projects. During a sprint is that both story points estimation for stories and hourly estimation for tasks required. How can we improve the velocity of the team practically? Or that we will discuss in the agile, in fact, in agile, the estimation could be a dedicated point for one webinar. So we'll bring those subjects, those points, and keep letting us know that what kind of question you have in your mind. Many times such questions like the question Kisle has asked, these questions can make the whole webinar altogether. Can you arrange agile project management approach in discussion for manufacturing project? Yeah, that's the question, the mechanical project, the same question is yours. So we will bring that.
So folks, I have a suggestion. Good points have come up from.
Yeah, they are very good points, and don't worry, we are capturing them.
No, besides that, I would encourage others. Some of them are seniors here, they know it. Some agile experts would be there. So they can share their success stories, the way they are doing it. So there are people who want to hear. There will be people who want to share also, want to bring in their good practices. That will be interesting. So give them the opportunity also to share this on this platform. So they can also respond.
True. So, if you are doing a very good job at your place, please let us know. If you do not are very confident about presenting, we will facilitate it, right? We will facilitate it in a way that it will become very comfortable for you to share your experience. October 2021, I attended your online class, but due to some personal issues, I haven't appeared for the exam. I thought to give exam in this year up to Diwali. So will you please give me chance to attend the class again to brush up the course? Okay, very personal request. Amul, we will discuss it offline actually, how it can be done. And thank you very much being part of our group. And there are many people like you who have taken the training but not giving the exam. It's not a very good thing, but many people, as I said, not getting time, get something more attended actually as that. So we will talk about that also, how they can prepare actually. Can we have MPP or plan view related reference in our upcoming session? Yes, we will going to cover the Microsoft project, Primavera, plan view kind of tools. You let us know which tools you want to cover. We will try to bring those tools in the webinar. Some are already on our agenda, but if there is not an agenda, we'll try to bring them on the agenda. I have just preliminary experience in project management. Project management, problem management. I think project management, right? Do I need to go through the PMP course to understand the episode of this webinar? No, not at all. You need not to go through the PMP course. PMP course is a more comprehensive course. So if you have a preliminary experience, best thing you come to this webinar. That this webinar will make you to attend PMP course, not the PMP course will make you attend this webinar. Okay, thank you. So nice of you. It is problem management. Okay, problem management, problem solving is also part of it. So we'll learn more about it, and we'll try to bring this. And if you have some experience in that, do share with us. Discussion of the challenges for the manufacturing industries, guys, to work with IT industry will be helpful. We will bring this. This is a good amalgamation of IT and mechanical. I think that is an important industry. In fact, that is the most flourishing industry as of today. The IT and the electronics, IT and mechanical. That is the automation, right? Automatic, robotic kind of things. Okay. Can you please elaborate more on the number and members and non-member in the exam cost? I will bring one webinar on PMP exam, and there we will cover this questions. Okay, so we are exceeding our time, and I think this is already 9:05. So I think let's come to the closer of this. Thank you very much to all of you for coming over here, taking time, having trust in us. We will try to bring try to justify your trust or try to live up to your trust to us. Actually, we will try our best. Next Tuesday we'll come again with this webinar. That is a starting point, and next session will be taken by Kalyan Raman. You can see it is now available on the live window. So Kalyan Raman is my colleague, and he will take up the next session, mostly on the. We'll start from the very preliminary kind of things. Kalyan is very good in teaching very basic things and very fundamentally. So project, portfolio, programs kind of things, and related, and some questions and some aspects, some practical aspects of related to that. And we will soon we will announce like a 1, 2, 3 kind of that what will be covered in next 2, 3 webinars, right? So you will see Kalyan, and he is excellent in explaining absolutely fundamental things to the people. You will go to the absolute ground. Thank you very much to all of you for being here and listening to us. And I feel you will stay with us and give us feedback, make us more bring better episode to you. Thank you very much. Good night.
Great start, and hope to see all of you next Tuesday again.
And then on the first day when I joined this session, I was like, okay, let me just give a trial. एक बार देने में क्या जाता है? And really, the way you guys conduct, and it was so interactive. Even though like Bangalore traffic, we start very early morning, and then I just have to rush from office to नहीं ये तो miss नहीं होना चाहिए. So this is something very much motivating according to me. Yeah. So really, I enjoyed being in this part of this curriculum.